Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. We have Flash here on Apocalypse going up against Paralyze. You've definitely seen a lot of Paralyze games casted if you watch this channel very regularly. Very strong Protoss. Someone that we're waiting to see if he's going to become an ASL regular. It feels like he's going to. Of course, the Afrotoss is quite a strong player. But yeah, you know, still doesn't have that level of consistency at the very, very top. But definitely one of the strongest players out there, and plays a pretty modern style. Definitely likes speed shuttles. You know, that type of play that I guess at this point almost all Protosses do. I mean, we still have some people playing in older ways, but you know, a lot of modern Protosses do prefer that. So we'll see what Flash is going to be up to. Are we going to have some sort of 5 factory, 6 factory type of play? Hard to say. He is going to get his gas stolen this game, so that should spice things up. I talked about this in a previous Apocalypse game. If you're one of these two spawns, there is a decent chance you will get your gas stolen from Protoss on Apocalypse. Let's see if he grabs it quick, because he brought the SCV up here. So he actually sees it way ahead of time. Does he cancel this SCV? Yeah, so he was a little bit greedy there. He did not cancel the SCV. If he had, he could have blocked that, but that was well done by Paralyze. So not super optimized here from Flash as far as saving the gas, but optimized as far as SCV production. So he was trying to be a little bit greedy. It didn't work. So, you know, a gas steal on a map like this is very, very annoying. We have a Zealot being made. I believe what will occur here is Flash will probably go bunker and command center while killing the gas and just try to play a game like that. There's not a lot of great options. You can power it down, and I actually, Dunebug helped me out with doing the math on killing assimilators. I might have mentioned this before in a video, but it doesn't actually matter how many SCVs you use, because if you like link their attack rate and their mine rate, right, it's like you're going to lose the same amount of money. But what matters is how long it takes the SCV to travel to there, right? So like basically the quicker you get the SCV there, the less minerals you lose, which obviously makes sense. But like if you use 3 SCVs to kill it or 5 to kill it, you're going to lose the same amount of money. It's because you like either kill it quicker or you don't. A little bit of a bait there. So he does have the bunker up, and he is going to start this command center. That is not at all a surprise. Chasing this down, and now he's actually waited to go after the assimilator until he started the command center. So he didn't want to lose any mining time there. He just wanted to get that command center going. So you can really see what is mattering to him, what he's optimizing. Good pull out. Dude, that was like Paralyze was very close to killing this SCV. He might just load it in that bunker or something. No, I guess this doesn't chase all the way. So he will kill that, and now he can go over and help with this. The Nexus is on the way. Let's see. Okay, they're timed out almost exactly the same, and obviously he skipped his tech. So this turns out to not be as much of a problem for Flash as it could have been. Two Zealots here. Sometimes when you see them do this, it's going to signal a run by. This is going to be not a good run by location. He's got this great block here. He's got 4 Marines in, so you'd have to kind of go around. And yeah, you kind of want 3 Zealots if you're going to run by, and you want like a more of an open path so you can get directly in. So Flash looks pretty safe against that right now. Cybernetics Core is on the way. SCV has slipped out and will go up here to scout. Paralyze trying to pick it off with this probe, but that's not really going to work. And he'll see the timing of that Cybernetics Core, which is actually very, very useful for him. Second gas goes up really quickly here from Flash. This actually used to be the very popular thing to do against gas steal. It's still somewhat popular to get your second gas like super, super fast here. He might actually do something like 3 factory. A lot of people have been messing around with 3 factory in this type of position. But he could go like 2 factory armory right away. and be able to afford everything pretty easily with that secondary gas. He actually saw the robo, so this could as well turn into that 2-factory starport that I kind of thought was going to take over the meta against robo. But yeah, the thing is, you have to really pay attention when you're watching a game. Like, does the Terran see the robo? Because you really have to see the robo to be like, okay, we're going to go Wraith. Because it just doesn't make sense against anything else. And the funny thing is, like, half the time it'll be Reaver, half the time it'll be Observer. Well, actually, I would say it's more like 65% of the time it would be Observer first and then Reaver. And if the Observer goes to your base, they can tell that there's a Wraith there, and the Wraith may not get the kill. Just some things to mention. Okay, so this is going to be the very fast Armory plus Academy. This actually kind of makes sense with the speed of the second gas, the fact that he saw the robo. He can just, and there's the third factory going up right away. Dude, his economy is just, it's blazing right now. This is wild. Like, he's up by like half an SCV over Paralyze, and he hasn't had any pressure on him since that initial Zealot. So, like, look at this. That, he has his fourth factory started before he has a factory unit. Not common. Not common. I already made one of my casts of Flash. I mentioned how he had the fastest 5-fact I've ever seen. This is probably the fastest 4-fact I've ever seen. And actually, we used to have 4-fact rushes. Those were actually very, very popular a couple of years ago. Now, he's going for the Goliath build specifically here. So he wants to be able to zap this shuttle out of the sky without having to go for turrets or anything else like that. It is going to give him a very strong ground army. I think that this will actually go into a third base and Upgrade Terran. I think so. It looks perfect for that right now. He's making an engineering bay. And the reason why you might make an engineering bay with a build like this is you'll probably put a couple turrets down here. Maybe one up here. But, like, if you look at the overall surface area where the shuttles can come in, Goliaths actually can't block all this. Just like a Wraith can't block all this, right? There's too much. If he was in a corner, the Goliaths could probably zone everything. But here it's just not going to be the case. So I probably, when you see something like this, like, he'll lift it, of course, for some vision as well. And the barracks will give him some vision. Okay, so he did make one turret up here. And I expect to see one down here. But I guess we'll see. There's the starport for the Upgrade Terran. And will we see the additional command center now? Paralyze, in the meantime, third Nexus coming up, adding a couple gates. He'll probably go up to those 6 gates. Observer trying to get some scouting. I think he realizes it's a Goliath build. Hey, there's a 5th fact. Interesting that this was the only turret he made. I mean, it's a good turret. You can't fly a shuttle by there without taking a bunch of damage now, so that's good. Observer flying in for some intel. Science facility down at the bottom. Paralyze just moving units forward. Yeah, there's that second armory. So yeah, he's going like 2 base Upgrade Terran. I do still think this will turn into a 4th base. Honestly, he's one of the only players that is doing on-time Upgrade Terran at all in any of his games. Like, I saw Royal do it recently, and other than that, no one else. Although I bet you some people are trying it more. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure about the optimizations that he's going to utilize in this type of situation where open offensive gas and everything. He's playing against Reaver. Okay, good runaway there. Reaver's trying to come up and clear these vaults. Ooh, nice shots. Very good, very good. Okay, starts to move out. Yeah, that additional command center definitely is going to get started. So 5 factory, 2-1 on the way. You have to turtle heavily here. Even back when 2 base Upgrade Terran attacks existed, they weren't that good. It was like a 7-fact 2 base 2-1 timing push that used to exist. It was used on really weird maps where people were carrier rushing a lot. But yeah, those went away pretty hard. And it, like, that was like 2008 2018, 2019 when those builds were around. But like in modern day, 0% chance that you can really go 2-base upgrade Terran attack. But you know what? He's keeping his supply really close. He's keeping actually a worker advantage right now. His 3rd base is going up ahead of the 4th base of his opponent. So that's still, everything there is reasonable, especially when you count in the fact that he has 2-1 on the way. Still no turret down here. So, you know, he's got some buildings to try to spot anything going in. He does have some Goliaths and tanks set up. You can notice he has them unsieged and everything, so he can respond really quickly. Very quiet game. Zealots being produced alongside High Templars. The 4th Nexus, it will be finishing relatively soon. It looks like a game that should probably go pretty late. A couple more factories being added on. Up to 7 now. Probably wants some additional ones as well. But yeah, it's like there's no real attack timing that's going to open up. Oh, wow. He's going to try to dive in with these shuttles. But like Flash has been waiting for this move forever. It's got plenty of Goliaths in here. Honestly, not much damage dealt yet from Paralyze. Now, he loses the 2 Reavers. So the 3 shuttles do basically 0. And Flash has a supply advantage now. So that was a lot of supply loss. That was a lot of investment loss here for Protoss. And Flash, this is almost lining up with 2-1, but not quite. You might look at that and say, oh, he should wait. But honestly, after you kill the shuttles, even if your upgrades aren't done, you should probably think about going. The only other player I've seen actually make good calls like this lately has been Mind. Really great timing attack calls. It looks like an anti-timing, but it's actually exactly right. You can see Paralyze right now trying to use his goons to slow this while he gets more units out. Zealot legs are almost done. Dude, a lot of Flash's pushes are hitting just before Zealot legs. He's getting into an amazing position. Legs are still not done, and he's forcing a full engage. Okay, that's a good Psy Storm. Now, every Zealot is dead, and every goon is going to fall as well. GG. A little bit anticlimactic there at the end. So I think the thing to take away from this game was Flash keeping those units sitting in the main, because that's what allowed him to instantly shut down the triple drop. If all his units had been at the front, that triple drop actually would have done good damage. He might have done something like killed the armories before 2-1. Maybe kill some SCVs, kill some units that come in single file. But Flash had enough units in here that it was like an instantaneous punish, and you could see he actually scanned as the Reavers tried to run away, and this turret picked it off, so there was no damage dealt up here as well. This turret really ended up paying off. Well, very well played game there from Flash. His decision-making, second to none for sure. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.